I'm still alive, but I'm barely breathing. Pray to a God that I don't believe in.
Hey guys, welcome to the OCHSA blog. It's my question and answers video. Finally, I've been wanting to do this for a really long time. Just a couple things before I start the video. One, I messed with the lighting for at least 5 minutes and I cannot get it to look good. Natural lighting was too dark. Regular lighting in my room was too bright, and I have one of those lamps that have like a bunch of different like things coming off of it. I don't know, this is the best I could do. Anyway, also this is very different from my hair. It's very like wavy. My hair is usually very straight. I do not flat iron my hair. This is unnatural. The other stuff is natural. Also, what's behind me? This is my integrated arts group at the Integrated Arts Showcase a while ago. I just put it in the background so it would be something nice to look at. I'm sorry, I look really orange right now. But I'm going to get into these questions. I have about 7 people sent in their questions, which I'm really happy about. And I'm going to answer them all. I've got them on written down on a piece of paper. And I'll address you as your username of what you send in your comment, and I will try to answer it as best as I possibly can. Thank you for sending in your comments. If you missed putting in your question before this video, no worries. Keep sending in your questions and maybe I'll do another one of these videos. Who knows? Also, one more thing. As many of you may know, I was actually Gleek of the Week this week. Gleek of the Week this week. I was so excited. If you guys don't know what that is after Glee, right before the promo for next week's episodes, they pick a fan every week to give a shout out on air. And I was chosen for this week, so they showed my Twitter handle at KatraAnn, K-8-R-A-A-N-N. Follow me on Twitter. I already have over almost 450 followers, which I'm really excited about because I was Gleek of the Week. They say your name, and I'll actually put a little clip, hopefully right here, of it happening.
Everyone raise a slushie and congratulate Katra, Fox's Gleek of the Week. And next...
See? Isn't that really cool? For me it is. I'm a huge Glee fan, as many of you may know. I'm like really obsessed in a good way, and it's amazing. And I was so happy to be chosen. Usually I enter all these kinds of things all the time, and I never ever get chosen. So this is really nice. I love Twitter, so it was really cool to be chosen over that. So they put me on their Facebook page, their Twitter. They also followed me on Twitter, official Glee. It was really interesting. I did know before I was chosen, because, you know, they have to tell you, and many of you were asking how you become Gleek of the Week. Well, this is how you do it. Either to their Facebook or Twitter page, reply to them. For their Twitter is @Glee on Fox, and on their Facebook it's Glee. And you, with the hashtag Gleek of the Week, explain why you're a big Glee fan. Now, I'm not sure exactly how it works on Facebook, but I did it through Twitter. So I would do @Glee on Fox, hashtag Gleek of the Week, and you explain why you're a huge Gleek. So that's what I did. I got chosen. Thank you very much, Glee, for choosing me to be Gleek of the Week. It was so much fun. And surprisingly, how many people watched Glee? My teachers all saw me, and it was just really fun. And so if any of you guys were wondering, that was what went down. Alright, so right into these questions. Here we go. Alright, the first 2 questions are from M. Seeley, E-M-S-E-E-L-Y. First question, how is the food at OCHSA? Now, many people will give you different answers. Our cafeteria is run by, what's it called? Center Stage Bistro. That's the company. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that. So they give you a very wide variety of foods. Sometimes it's actually a lot better variety than most schools. They have different, you know, oh my god, they have all sorts of different things. Salads and chicken and, you know, it's different every day as with all cafeterias. Now, you will hear rumors that OCHSA has a cockroach problem. Now that is true. We do have cockroaches at our school, but I'm pretty sure they keep the kitchens clean, so I wouldn't worry about that and your food. Although people like to associate the cockroaches with the kitchen, but I wouldn't worry about it. They give you also a very wide variety of snacks and juices and fruits. I think the best thing to do at OCHSA's cafeteria, personally, they have tons of varieties of little snack packets of, like, you know, chips and Chex Mix and stuff. They have a refrigerator with water you can buy. You can get coffee, juice. They have apples available. They have muffins. They have, oh, what else do they have? Kind of pens day to day. They have condiments for all their stuff. I prefer their little snacks that they have out. They're pretty reasonably priced. The water, that's what I usually get. Now, the people who are regulars at the lunch, they either like it or they don't. It depends. It's not my favorite of all time. Now, I know school lunches can't be perfect. People have had some problems with the meat before. That's just kind of a thing you have to just be aware of. But they have plenty of food to choose from, so there will definitely be something there for you. You might not be able to eat everything. Me, for example, I do not eat meat out of my home. So I'm like I don't know, what do you call it, like a partial vegetarian in a way. So I don't get anything with meat there. I just prefer to bring my lunches from home. That's how I've always done it. But it's definitely great when you need snacks throughout the day. I mean, especially at OCHSA, when you spend so much time there at school, you need food. Like, people are constantly eating. They have a wide variety of stuff. You'll definitely find something you like. I can't guarantee you'll like everything, though. So, there's the answer to that question. Second question, are the guys nice? Well, what a nice question is that? Okay, so as you well know, that the guy to girl ratio is different. It's like for every 3 girls there's 1 guy, or even more than that, maybe every 5 girls there's 1 guy. So there are definitely more girls than guys at this school. Now that may change in next year, since there are 400 new kids coming in. I don't know what the ratio of guys to girls is going to be, but this year there are definitely more girls than guys. It's always kind of been like that. Every year more guys come though, which is a good thing. And so, are the guys nice? Yes, of course the guys are nice. In fact, they're nicer than most schools. I've been to public school. They seem a lot nicer and more gracious at this school. Funnier. Just in my personal experience, the guys have been very nice. Of course, not everyone's nice, though. There are a few people, of course. You can't have like a perfect, population of people. Perfect population of people. And, but yes, the guys are very nice. A lot of them are very outgoing and musical theater, and you know what I mean. Like, they're very, very nice. There are the few that might not be like the grade A or anything, but, overall, the guys are a lot nicer than regular public school. They're a lot more appropriate and respectful, and, so it's surprisingly nice, in my experience. The Sunshine Bloom asked 2 questions. First question, is it hard to get into OCHSA? Now, a lot of people ask this. Now, especially since Matthew Morrison and Glee have brought attention to the school, more and more people have applied to OCHSA. It's become more well known through the state and the country based off of its academics and success stories of alumni going on to do great things. So a lot more people have been applying. I think 2,000 to 4,000 applicants were this year, and only 400 were getting in. So based on the amount of applicants now coming in and the amount of people we need to accept, which are limited, yes, it is hard to get into OCHSA. You do have to audition, and you do have to beat out a bunch of people. It is competition. But, it really does depend on who you're going up against, what year it is, how many people have dropped out, how many people are applying. But in general, yes, OCHSA, of course, is harder to get in than most schools. Most schools, you kind of you live by the school and you go there. But OCHSA is definitely harder to get in. I'm not going to say it's an easy task, because it's not. But people can do it, and if you believe in yourself and you think you have the talent, and you know you have the talent, or you want to learn about your talent, then just show them everything you've got and try. If you don't get in one year, keep trying until you make it in. If it means that much to you, don't give up until you achieve it. But to answer your question, yes, it is hard to get into OCHSA. But are there elevators? Yes, there are elevators. There are 2 elevators on each floor. Don't get too excited about that, which I'll explain later about why, but you don't really get to use them very often. But yes, there are elevators. The building used to be a bank, actually, so that's why there's elevators. I mean, it's 7 stories high, so. Okay, so Chris Baby Boo, KrisBabyboo, asked how many people get in, how many people do they accept per conservatory? Now, I do not have the statistics for this year. So, Kyle, is it Kyle or Kylie? I think it's Kylie. asked another question about the elevators. Why does everyone take the stairs if there are elevators? Okay, there's about 1,500 kids in the school. It's going to be almost 2,000 by next year. The stairwells are a quarter of the size of this room. That many kids trying to get up and down 7 flights of stairs, going in and out to different halls, and it's it's really crowded. I'm not saying it is way too crowded. But you would think that people would use the elevators, right? Well, there's only 2 elevators. Imagine people going up and down, and people play on them. They abuse the elevators. There are too many kids trying to use it, and sometimes the elevators delay, and then it makes you late for class. So they've been put off limits. Now the elevators are only for those who have elevator passes because they are injured or sick, or they are staff. And also, if you carry a big instrument, then you get an elevator pass, and that's for conservatory only. Do not get caught on the elevators without permission. People and staff will find you, and you get in trouble. So, I don't really know how to pronounce it, so I'm going to spell it. I think it's Gnearrose. Asks, what does integrated arts do? Okay, she has also 2 more questions after that. But okay, what does integrated arts do? Well, integrated arts is it's a melting pot of all the other conservatories. Every grade has different classes. Now you'll generally have an acting class, an art class, a specialty class, and some sort of PE elective class. Now I'm in 9th grade, so for 9th grade, so first semester has a set of classes. The other half of the 9th grade integrated arts get the other set of classes, and you switch during semester. Does that make sense? But to answer your question, every single grade level has different classes, generally an acting class, like I said, an exercise class, and a art class. It changes every year, so you never have the same class, the same exact class twice. But basically integrated arts is a big, you get to experience everything. And by the time, if you've started in high school and you've gone all the way to senior year, you're gonna get so many classes, you won't even know where to fit it on your resume. It's that cool. What kind of clubs are there and what kind of electives? Clubs change every year and even every semester. They are run by the kids. If you have an idea for a club, you sign up for a club. As long as you get the permission for it, you can do it, and anyone can sign up. There have been all different kinds of clubs. Hello Kitty Club. There's been there's been Lord of the Rings Club. There's been a bunch of charity clubs like Helping Hands Club and Make-A-Wish Foundation Club. And, as long as there's a kid running it, there's a club. They change every year, so every year you can, if you want to make a club, make a club. I'm not exactly sure the specifications of it, but there are all sorts of different clubs, and these usually meet at lunchtime. So you asked what kind of electives there are. Now, electives is a funny thing. Depending on how many credits you have to take a certain amount of years of PE and a language. So once you get that over with, your language and your PE, you can take, of course, you can take more dance if you want, more PE if you want. But also there's things like photography, there's fashion design, improv, they have art, they have history, they have oh my god, they have Greek mythology. They have everything you could imagine for an electives, and that you usually take during junior or senior year depending on how your class is. You'll notice a lot of things when I say, when I'm answering these questions, it depends, it really does. Every individual has such a different schedule. It depends on your life and how your classes are going, how many credits you have, where you are academically, where you are conservatory-wise, what grade you are in. All these different factors go into it. So there are tons of different electives and tons of different clubs. You'll definitely find something for you.